Hello, everybody. This is Grim again, wrapping up our PA adventure, near and around Pittsburgh or even in Pittsburgh. Now, this one's the Devil's Road, Chad's Ford Township, Pennsylvania. Now, from the information that Sarah gathered, she had said, and she shortened it. Of course, she always shortens it. The Devil's Road. This place is close to the Delaware border, and it once was owned by DuPont family. It is near the forest, and it was considered so strange that the movie was even filmed near it. M. Night Shyamalan filmed the movie near it. People who owned it owned it. There are rumors. The rumored had to have been inbred. Of course, those are just rumors. Some say their house is haunted. Others say it is not. This place was home to the cult and to the KKK. The forest near this place is full of no trespassing signs. They say some of the people there were even chased away from the place. By what? They do not know. Now, why would we be hired to go check this place out, you might wonder. This, my friends, was Jim's best friend, besides me, Eric's idea. He had recently come upon the place and wanted it to be investigated. He got the okay by the city and state for us to go on the land. Even though there was no trespassing, we got the okay. We just did a short investigation. That was it. This is where it got interesting. See, we didn't know at the time what was on the land or what is even around the land. All we knew was that we had to go there and check it out. We got paid. We were going to get paid. And, well, the money was good. I wanted to see if any ghosts were there or anything like that. And where the cult was set up. Yeah. It was home to a cult. What type of cult? We don't know. Now, when we got there, it was dark. Of course, we set up camp. And then the next day, we went into the camp and we set up our cameras and stuff like that as usual. Trail cams, what have you. Well, we got into this area, there was a rundown building of sorts. We looked around. It's pretty bit beat up. There's things all over this thing. I guess you want to say occult symbols. Some of them I recognized, some of them I didn't. Not that I'm into the cult, it's just that some of them had to do with a summoning or witchcraft or something like that. I've seen them before, not really sure what they were about. I'm not a master of occult. I don't claim to be. Just had a few friends that knew some of the stuff. And a bit of research. I looked around and there were some ruins. Not Nordic ruins, just ruins of symbols. I looked them over and somehow they formed like a circle. Stone circle there on the ground. It's like not a big altar, like a small flat slab. No more bigger than, I would say, 5 feet by 2 feet wide. And was pretty dirty. It had branches on it, and the altar was almost completely ruined. No blood traces blood. Of course, it's been there a while, so they could have sacrificed all small animals there or something like that. It wasn't big enough for a human that I know of. It had remnants of what looked to be a skeleton. Well, a skull, a smashed skull, a ram's head, not a goat's head. We looked around and we set up cameras around it just in case. Sarah didn't feel well. She didn't want to go anywhere near it. She touched it when we first got there and she got sick. Pretty bad. She was dry heaving, if you know what that is. Well, she got over there and we pretty much did she pretty much stayed away from it. We set up what we could, and we set up camp. Set up the cameras, set up camp around, not nowhere around the site, pretty much a couple yards away. And Sarah got up, went to go use the bathroom. Only place to use bathrooms in the forest. So she walked in there, and on one of the cameras that she walked past, I could hear a low growl. I mean, a low, deep growl. It pretty much went like, about like that. That low. Not very high, but it was a deep growl like that. And she heard it, and we heard it on cameras, and she ran back to camp. With her pants down. She didn't take time to even stop to pull her pants. It scared her that badly. Jim laughed. I just stared. And then she slapped me. And a little bit later, we heard that growl again. A little louder and a little closer to the camera. And then we saw it on the infrared camera that we had right outside the camp. It was big. Then we saw it in camp. It was one of the most ugliest dogs we've ever seen. It was a hellhound. It smelled like brimstone. And it was just standing outside the camp, staring at us. Now, we know these things only appear if they're summoned, or if they're summoned. This is what the cult must have summoned. There's not many ways to get rid of these things. I didn't have on hand what we needed to get rid of this. If it was to attack us, we would have been dead. And I was not about to go up against a hellhound. It stared at us from the woods. It didn't leave the woods. It stared at us all night. We figured this is what scared those people away from this place. It chased them away. I stayed up all night, staring at keeping my eye on that hellhound, making sure if it moved I could get the others up. Dawn got it, rose up, it ran back in the forest. We caught what we caught on camera, We packed our stuff. We got out of there. We took it back to Jim's friend. He saw it. He freaked out. And we got our money and we left that township, that town, that surrounding area. We even left Pittsburgh. We left Pennsylvania. I wanted to put that as far behind us as we possibly could. One night there, we're scared out of you. Thanks everybody for listening to this one. I hope it didn't scare you too badly. But it was a pretty good one. Of course, the entire story is completely made up, but the information's true. No, what those people saw, we'd have no idea. I thought of, well, there's a cult. It might have been something to do with magic or something like that. So I used a hellhound. Now, it could have been anything. Who knows? But I thought it'd be a good idea to put a little scare into it. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good luck and good night. God bless.